And so let's just for a second also, there's a career CIA intelligence officer, I'm sure you know, I'm not going to say her name. She was profiled in Zero Dark 30. She was very instrumental in the interrogation program. I think she witnessed the waterboarding, I believe, of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. She flew to watch it. She's been a chief defender of the program. She was actually worked at Alex Station, the bin Laden unit, and was instrumental in a major intelligence failure, which was not sharing the information that two terrorists, Al-Midar and Al-Hazmi, were in the country, and she didn't share that with the FBI. And so do you think was this driven by guilt? Was she like, I screwed up, I could have potentially prevented this terrorist attack, now we have to do everything? Now that's giving her kind of the benefit of the doubt. Or, to be honest, at that level, are we dealing with people who have the qualities of a sociopath or of somebody who isn't necessary? I mean, how are we looking at her?
For the most part, the people who are in positions of leadership in the Counterterrorism Center felt so guilty about September 11th. It felt so awful that we had let the American people down. We lost 3,000 Americans that day because we couldn't do our jobs. So there was this feeling of guilt. But relative to her in particular, I know her well. I actually worked for her. My own personal opinion was I always thought that she was a sociopath.
Right.
And the way she took pleasure. Now, she had no business whatsoever flying out to this secret location to just sit and watch the torture of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed.
It's a vacation. Right.
Yeah. She did it because she enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That was a problem.
Yeah.
I always believed she had a mental illness.
But she was promoted. So after that intelligence failure, she's remote. She's promoted. She's in the Situation Room when they're capturing bin Laden. She's standing there with Obama, with Hillary, with everybody. Is one of the rules of getting promoted in the CIA that simply you just shut your mouth and you're a team player, you're kind of a company man? It's kind of like any other institution. Or does she bring, or in fairness, does she bring a lot of experience and intelligence, and is she, very good at her job?
Well, she repeatedly failed over the years. Sure, she knew a lot about Al-Qaeda because she had been working in Alex Station for a long time. So as far as institutional memory went, yes, she was a wealth of information. But she was an analyst. She had never worked in operations. She had never done an operational tour overseas. She had never recruited a foreign asset. She had no business running an operational division. It's just that, she was very good at ingratiating herself with people more important than she. And so they kept her around. I always believed that to be a grave error. And I'll tell you another thing, too. There was this clique in the Counterterrorism Center of women at the branch chief level. They would vacation together. They would have lunch together every day. They would socialize together.
It's like the show Girls, but the CIA. It's the Real Housewives of the CIA.
Like a hen house.
Exactly. Right. Real Housewives of the CIA. And one of them was sent to Khost, Afghanistan, to be the chief of base. She should never have been the chief of base. She had no operational training. She had no security training. She had no weapons training. And they said, go be the chief of base because that's the only way you can get promoted again. Well, she goes to be chief of base. They get a volunteer who claims he knows where bin Laden is. They let the guy onto the compound without frisking him, without putting him through a metal detector, and he blows himself up and kills a half a dozen CIA officers, including her.
Right. Jeez.
And that was on her female colleagues' shoulders.
So this radicalizes her to an extent if she wasn't radicalized already.
Oh, yeah.